Good afternoon, folks. We're going to show you how to properly load and unload a Glock 19 pistol. Pretty much, as you see, this Glock pistol right here will be the same for just about any Glock pistol that you come across. Today I'm using the Glock 19 Gen 5 pistol, and before I unload it, you want to check to make sure it's clear. So we'll do that by pushing the magazine release button here near the trigger. Push it in with your thumb. When you do that, magazine will pop out. Remove the magazine. You check the magazine, it shows it's empty. Last thing before we go forward, you'll look and see with your finger off the trigger, gun pointing in the safe direction. We're going to pull back on that slide and do what we call a press check. We want to see if there's any ammunition in that slide, as you see right there. So we'll pull it back. Look, looks like it's clear. In fact, we can pull it back and lock the slide back to the rear. We can visually and manually inspect the barrel. You can see there's no brass, no rounds in there. And you can see we took the magazine out. That is a unloaded and safe weapon. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna drop the slide. We'll drop the slide, either pushing the slide lock lever here, or we can pull back on the slide over the top, but I'll do it this way. Once the slide's forward, now what we do is we're gonna point that gun in the safe direction, pull the trigger. At this point, we're gonna reach over the top of the slide with our fingers like this. We're gonna pull down the slide lock levers, okay? Pull back at about an eighth of an inch. Pull that slide off. Lower receiver comes off. Have these slide with the recoil spring. Now we can remove the barrel. As you see here, that is what we call a basic field strip. You have the lower receiver, recoil spring, slide, and barrel. I'm going to put it back together, grab the slide, insert the barrel. Lug facing up, recoil spring goes in like that. You'll see right there. Make sure you seat it right down in that first step. Now when we add the slide to the receiver, you'll see these points right here, these metal points here. We're going to line those up with these points here. So level, put things together, touching. Make sure those grooves line up. I'm gonna pull that slide all the way to the rear. Then we're gonna pull the trigger. Slide, the standard Glock test is when we pull the slide back, pull the trigger, keep the trigger depressed, pull the slide back, let the slide all the way forward, slowly release the trigger, squeeze it again. That's a basic Glock function test. Insert the magazine. And that is how you load and unload a semi-automatic handgun.